Well, it is that time again. This show's all about you. You, by you, I mean you question askers, because today it is question and answer day. You bring the Q's, we've got the A's. So it's Ask Us Anything today on the Hangout with Michael show. Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Ozier. I'm the author of these 3 best-selling books. You can ask a question on law of attraction, NLP, your life's purpose, and of course, I brought my emotion code expert, John, in today. So emotion code questions, body code questions. We are here to answer you. You bring the questions and we'll bring the answers. We're here live Friday, 9 o'clock Pacific time, 12 noon Eastern, and we're expecting a lively show today as you ask us questions that we've not been asked before, or maybe they're repeat questions and you want to hear it again. So good morning and welcome. John, welcome to the show today. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Absolutely. Great to be here again. My name is John Verardi. I'm certified emotion code and certified body code practitioner. And I live in Vancouver and help people all over the world, helping reducing fatigue, reduce chronic pain, increasing their clarity, prosperity, energy. And I'm also reading the comments today. So, or helping Michael read the comments today and your questions. So please let us know your questions, where you're watching from, and we'll do our best to say hello to everyone.
Yeah, say hello. We know a lot of our loyal Friday watchers have joined us already, so we're going to do a quick shout out to them in a minute. First, I have a couple of announcements. If you live in the Windsor, Ontario area, or Detroit, because it's right across the bridge, you can hang out with me in person on November 11th, Sunday afternoon from 1 to 5, and I am delivering my full razzle-dazzle accelerated learning techniques with worksheets seminar where you can learn and master the law of attraction using the 3-step process in person with me. And you can go to hangoutwithmichael.com/Windsor. That's Wind, W-I-N-D-S-O-R. I'm also planning a very unique seminar in Victoria on the law of attraction. It's in October. I'm going to give the date next week, but it's on a Sunday afternoon, and I've rented a room that seats 50 people. So none of this, we've got limited seats. No, we've got limited seats. We've only got 50. Okay, when I say we've got limited seats, we've got limited seats. We've got 50. And John and I are in Nanaimo, BC, which is halfway up Vancouver Island in the west coast of Canada on September 15th. We're going to be at the Spirit and Wellness Fair Expo inside of an exhibit that we're there. And we're going live at 3 o'clock doing the 7 keys to the emotion code process. So if you're in Nanaimo, it's a free trade show, health show. Well, you're welcome to come say hello, come watch the presentation. Maybe you're going to be one of the people that volunteer, come to the front of the room, have a come to Jesus moment, and sit down with your hip more flexible than it ever has been before, or the back of your neck, or your elbows, or your feet, or the tingling, whatever we're going to work on with the emotion code. And for those of you that are on my email list, you probably got an email this week about my 4-part Law of Attraction series for business people. I specially filmed the video training for this, so it's not a filmed seminar. It's on 4 videos. It comes with, maybe it's 3 videos. Yeah, 3 videos, and it comes with the workbook, and it is 75% off. Talk about a rollback at Walmart. So I think it was $139, and now it's on for like $32. So that's a $32 online training. It's in my online school. It's top of the line videos. It's the best quality. It's in my beautiful online school. It comes with the workbook, and you can apply it to all areas of your business. My ideal client, my ideal customer, my ideal referral, my ideal sale, my ideal opportunity, my ideal networking meeting. You can use law of attraction to pave the way so you can attract all of those things. The link for that training sale, and it's only up for this weekend. So if you're watching this on August 12th or 13th, hashtag so sorry because the sale's over. So if you want it, you need to do it this weekend. The link for that 75% off, yeah, I know I said it, 75% off is in there. I want people to get into my school and see how powerful online training is. If you like the little snippets you could get here, imagine up to 3 hours of me. It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet. So go ahead and join that class for 75% off. So John, let's go out in the room. Let's welcome our friends, and let's see who's going to be asking our first question. Or who's saying hello? I know Sasavan, he's from India. He was nice and bright and early, even before we started the show today. So Sasavan, good morning. And Sarah Tidswell was nice and early too. So good morning, Sarah and Sasavan.
And Gail Johnston, Guston, is watching.
She
and
is.
Of course,
good morning, Gail.
Natasha Paula Samuel says, hello, Michael and John. Looking forward to another inspiring and uplifting show. Glad to be watching live.
NPS. There you go. Oh, there's Michael Lozier. He posted, for the next few days, I'm offering 75% off my Law of Attraction for Business course. Use the code August at the checkout. So,
Sweet deal.
Good.
Sylvia Bellini.
Joining me this week is with us. So good morning, Helena. Who else?
Sylvia Bellini. Greetings, gentlemen. Looking forward to a great show. Rainy day in London. Hurrah. Pray for rain. It came. We need some rain too.
Yeah, we could use some rain. DC
Jeremy Sadler.
We have 400 forest fires right now. It's crazy, 400. And at nighttime, you can see the smoke here. Can you guys see the smoke? Well, we're actually getting smoke from Washington, USA, because we're right across the river. Is it a river or an ocean? Right across the water.
It's an ocean.
Washington, so we're getting a lot of smoke.
It's a strait.
Don Boehm's been watching the Wednesday night series, and he's acknowledging, good series you're doing on Wednesdays. Thank you. Our friend Jeremy Sadler is watching as well.
And Barbara Rowan, good evening, guys, from the UK. Casey Ray, finally here live.
PJ Ray, hey, it's PJ Ray.
David Termini says, hello, Michael and John.
Jerry's from Rugby, UK. It's sunshiny, rainy day. Well, that's odd.
A little bit of everything.
Am I hearing a rainbow? Sunshiny, rainy day. David Termini from Genoa, Italy, saying hello to Michael and John. Casey Ray. Oh, I thought it was PJ Ray. It's Casey Ray. Hey, Casey Ray.
Homa Bay.
Sylvia's. Oh, go ahead, John.
Homa Bay says, good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Homa Bay. Homa Bay. Hey, it's Homa Bay. Okay, we've got our first question. It comes from the lovely and talented Sylvia Bellini. So Sylvia Bellini is asking me the question, can you please describe allowing and how critical it is to the law of attraction system? Well, you know I can, Sylvia. First, let's talk about law of attraction. Law of attraction is already existing right now. You don't have to turn it on. It's already on. And everything that you're receiving is matching the vibration that you're sending, whether positive or negative. So we want to use it deliberately. Because law of attraction is responding to our vibes or vibrations, we want to be more deliberate in the vibes that we're sending. And that's called deliberate attraction. You see, deliberate attraction is when you do something deliberate. So in my book, I talk about the 3-step formula for deliberate attraction. John, what is the first step to deliberately attract anything?
Identify your desire.
That's right. If you go to Google, you got to tell Google what you want. If you tell Google what you don't want, Google's not very smart, but it's obedient. If you say, I don't want football, Google will bring you football because it doesn't hear the word don't, not, and no. Same with law of attraction. So we need to know what we want. And then after we build a list of what we want, then we have to set the energy in motion so we get to step 2. What is that, John?
Give your desire attention. That's
right. Here's my list of what I want. Now I need to place the order. If I was on Google, I would say, Google, I would typing it in the little Google box doesn't go get it. You have to take action. You know what the action is? Press enter. So when I press enter, I'm submitting that request to Google. For step number 2, when I give it attention, energy, focus, and I'm doing a whole class on that Wednesday night at 6 o'clock on this website, on this Facebook page, you have to place the order to law of attraction. It's not enough to build the list and tuck it in your sock drawer. Law of attraction isn't looking there. Or put it in your favorite file folder in the back of your desk. Law of attraction isn't looking for it. You're saying, law of attraction, here's what I want. I'm placing the order. I'm sending the energy in motion. I'm submitting the vibration. Wouldn't it be nice if it was a 2-step process, John? We'd have everything we ever talked about, everything we ever wanted, everything we ever prayed for, everything we made a macaroni collage for. But lo and behold, there's a 3-step, 3rd step, and that step is?
Allow it.
Allow it. So you have to allow the order in. It's like ordering from Amazon and then not receiving the order. And Amazon says, well, you've decided what you wanted, you placed the order, the delivery truck came in to deliver it, but you didn't allow them in. See, we're good at ordering, but we're not so good at picking up the parcel. So law of attraction is doing the same thing. The speed at which law of attraction will deliver what you want is determined in how much you'll open the door and let it in. So that's what allowing is. Now, I'm going to show you a little diagram of a faucet. Now, there's a lot of water in the wall behind that faucet, but it's shut off. The speed at which you'll allow the water to drip out of that faucet or come out of the faucet is equal to how much resistance you have. And John, what kind of vibration is resistance?
Negative.
That's right. So if it's really tight and there's a lot of resistance on that faucet, there's no water. So if you want more water, you need to loosen your what?
Loosen the valve.
That's right. You need to lower and loosen the resistance. Now, resistance, although we're using it for an umbrella word to call it negative vibrations. Sean, if you can read, what are the different reasons that are causing resistance to our allowing?
They would be blocks, or negative vibes, or doubts, or trapped emotions, or something else.
Something else. Oh, you're talking about the word don't, not, and no. That means you're giving attention to what you don't want. That's causing you to send a negative vibration. These are the reasons why you're not attracting. Oh, maybe you have some limiting beliefs about that. So the speed at which you'll get water or your manifestation is equal to how much your resistance you have. So Sylvia's saying, how important is resistance? It's all about resistance. It's all about resistance. Resistance is determining how fast, because sometimes you say you want something, and the same day you say, oh my God, I was just talking about that. Oh my God, I was just talking about that. In other words, it came right away. How come? Because you didn't have any doubt, resistance, or negative vibration stopping it. Then other times you say you want something, and you're waiting and waiting and waiting, and it trickles in here and it trickles in there. So all of that is due to allowing. Not this Wednesday, but the Wednesday after, I'm doing a full module on allowing at Wednesday, 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Sylvia Galini will still be in bed at that time because she's in the UK, but you can watch the replay for 7 days. So that was a long answer to the question, how important is allowing? Remember, you can desire all you want, because all it's going to do is stuff this hose with water, but it's not going to allow it through. Okay, John, let's go take a peek. Who else is saying what?
Michael Wise is in the house, says, good morning, bros. Love the shirt, Michael.
Love the shirt, thank you. Softadan saying, using I am in the process of, and I've decided affirmations, but nothing is happening. Nothing. Please help. Well, first I can hear it in your vibration, right? The desperation of it. And that happens to all of us. You know, we want something, it doesn't happen. Well, then there's something that's stopping the flow of that. Is it your doubt? Is it what you're focusing on? When you say nothing is happening, I would like you to find one little tiny thing that's happening. Maybe you wanted something that had 10 elements, and just one of those things has come instead of 10. You need to acknowledge the 10, right? Because when you acknowledge the one of the 10 things, now you're proving your attractability. And attractability means your ability to attract. So when nothing's happening, that means it's a full block. So there must be something, some types of little evidence. So your job is to find the evidence a little. It's like when you do a search on Google. You say, Google, I'm looking for one of these. And Google comes back and say, well, Google, that's not what I'm looking for. And then you don't walk around the house with your hands around your hips saying, I hate Google, it's not working. Well, what do? You go back to Google and say, hey, Google, don't mess with me. You're not finding what I want. So you don't get mad at Google. You go to Google and you refine your search and say, okay, I'm going to refine my search because I'm not quite there, Google, but you kind of got what I want. So Google is only responding to the input that you gave it. So Sasavan, maybe recalibrate or recalculate what your desire is. My hunch is you have so much doubt about receiving it that it's blocking and stopping the flow of the manifestation. Because doubt is usually in my opinion, one of the main reasons why you're not getting anything. So recalculate, redefine what it is you want. So if I were to ask you, did you do a clarity through contrast exercise to define that? I would want you to say yes, but I'm not sure that you did. Maybe you did, but that's the first step. You need to decide what you want. Okay. Hey, Rajesh is with us. He is from Mumbai. Hello, Michael and John. Sylvie Bellini said, never have a cappuccino after 11 a.m. Listen, Sylvie Bellini, you don't get to tell me what to do, okay? What else, John?
Well, Barbara Rowing says it's 10:30 a.m. in Italy. So many rules. What's the right rule? So Tammy Prince says hello. And
Tammy Prince is going to join us in Nanaimo for the presentation.
Nice. And MJ Campana says hi.
You can read the rest, John. I'm refreshing and it's paused.
Jeremy Sadler has a question.
Go ahead, Jeremy. You're on the air.
Question from Jeremy Sadler. How would you reply to a skeptic with a science background who thinks LOA is just woo-woo nonsense and asks for scientific proof?
Hashtag get new friends. Next. You know what? It's like I put up with that with the emotion code. I don't care whether you like it, and I don't care where you believe it. It's not my job. My job isn't to convince anybody. So just move on. It's not your job to convince people. Matter of fact, your job is to mind your own business. Your job is to mind your own vibration. What other people think or say about the law of attraction is none of your business, or it's none of your vibration. You know, I'm going to the gym now. 15 sessions. And I've been working with about 6 people at the gym, right? Even yesterday, I was on the treadmill. My trainer came up and said, before my session, my trainer said, I have a client that would really like to, bring her on. I'm on the treadmill, bring her on. She came up and talked to me, and then he was finishing up with her, so I got off the treadmill, 10 minutes to the hour. We went in the room, we sat on those big balls, and I did a session with her, and she was a little skeptical until you hit the nail on the head with the dates. Well, this happened when you were 24. And she was like, oh, holy S-balls. Oh, this one happened when you were 41. And now her eyes are bugged out of her head. And now she paid for a session for tomorrow. But she was skeptical. So I don't care that you're skeptical. I just need to do the work. So, Jeremy, you know what? My career, I've had to put up with that. I don't argue with people, and I don't try to convince people. It's not my job. My job is to attract people that want to know about it. We don't have any skeptics watching this show. They think I'm a quack. So quack, 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 find something else to watch. Only attract those people that are in alignment to what you believe and what you're teaching. It was a cheeky answer, but I think you got the message. Okay, John, what's next?
Ellie Rowe says, I have a financial plan that allows me to be 100% debt-free in 4 years. How can I use the law of attraction to be 100% debt-free in 2 years or sooner?
Okay, so there's a couple problems with this. You know, first saying debt-free. So debt-free is focusing on debt. I know you want to be able to describe that. So instead of calling it debt-free, what can we call it? Let's call it, I'd like to be in abundant status. Whatever that means to you. That means you have money, that you're abundant. So I'd like to be in an abundant status. First, one of the shifts that I would make, and I've made in the past, is I would acknowledge the debt that I have, and I'd say, wow, was I ever grateful that a credit card company helped me have what I want? So embrace the debt and honor it and say, you know what, you're in debt, lucky you. That means somebody lent you money and they trusted you. So pay that back with love, or pay that back and say, I'm going to honor the credit card company. They let me put $1,000 on my credit card. I have that debt, but boy, that was really nice when I had it. Thank you. The other thing is just around the languaging. You know, you can start saying, I'd like to be in an abundant status. The third thing that I wanted to say, and it's slipping my mind, it's coming back, is go beyond the date. You said December 31st. So instead of saying, I got to pay the debt by December 31st, I got to pay the debt. Now say, okay, you know what? In January, I am going to be in a position where everything is zero. I got that paid off, and I'm going to start to build my bank account in January. Matter of fact, I might buy something for myself in February and use cash. What am I going to buy in February with my excess cash? You see how we're making the shift? So instead of counting up to December 31st, which is all the energy about trying to get rid of the debt, giving attention to debt, now you're going beyond that and saying, what am I going to do with my money? What can I buy myself and pay cash for it? What am I going to have? And play in that little place. You see, law of attraction doesn't know that you're playing or pretending or experiencing or remembering or making a macaroni collage. It's responding to the vibration. Ellie Rowe, thanks for the question.
Brilliant. Great answer. Yeah. Elaine Goldman is watching. Says, hi, Michael and John. From Elaine, hashtag Diet Coke no more for over a year and hashtag no ice cream for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Parts.
Well, Elaine's a loyal watcher for the Bro Show that John and I do on Saturday. And 1 year ago, I think it was you, John, that worked on her for 2 minutes to help, and she was a Diet Coke drinker, like a lot. She hasn't had any in a year. What the removal is that? And then a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I helped her get rid of ice cream. Excuse me. She hasn't had that for a few weeks, so very good.
Nice.
Our friend Pramila Parama, who's usually on Vancouver Island, is watching from Edmonton, and she's showing up for her show on a vacation. We love that. Okay, Gwen Lorena, hey, LOA Dream Team. So great to be able to join you today. Rockstar hair as usual. Just wanted to ask, how do you keep the vibe high whilst, is that how you say that? Whilst?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't use that word. Whilst at work and around negativity. How do you keep a positive vibe? Well, first you need to mind your own vibration. You know, it's all about vibrations. Oh yeah, so this morning I go to 7-Eleven to get my coffee, and people are looking at my t-shirt and they smile, but they're not saying anything. Not everybody, but a few people looked at it and they read it and they smile. So I don't know if they're laughing at the word vibration, or because outside of my world, not everybody knows what that means, but in my world, everybody knows. So Lorena, you know what that means. Mind your own vibration. So yeah, there could be negativity around you, but it's how you respond to it. It's not it's not what's happening to you. You know, do you talk about it? Do you engage in that conversation? And how can you block it off? How can you mind your vibration around? I think that's all I can say about that. It's just remind yourself. And if people around you are negative, they're probably using the word don't, not, and no. And you have my permission to ask them, so what do you want? See, your only job is to protect and mind your vibration. Cue the bubble guy. That is your only job. Are you sending positive vibrations, and are you minding the ones you have? And minding them means protecting them. Are you engaging in negative conversations? Are people complaining in your space? It's your space. It's like, keep your crap out of my bubble. If people are complaining to you, they're talking about what they don't want. If people are telling you what they're worried about, they're talking about what they don't want. So you can say, so what would you like instead? You can influence their vibration by asking them different questions. Two things will happen, Gwen. They'll think they won't want to be around you because you keep trying to correct them, or you'll have trained them how to treat you when they're around you, which is pretty ideal. Kelly Clarkson is in Lillooet Lake. I'm surprised I know how to pronounce that. Lillooet Lake.
Yeah, if it's anywhere near Lillooet, it's probably the hottest place in Canada right now. Maybe.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mike Wise has a question.
Who
Mike
does?
Wise?
Okay,
You're on the
Mike
air.
Wise, you're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Does infatuating with the idea of getting more kill the manifesting process?
Did he? I'm not reading it. Did he say infatuation of it?
Yeah, infatuating. Like more. The idea of getting more, does that kill the manifestation process?
No, it would fuel it. Right? It would fuel it. You can want more. Yeah. More what? Tell me more what? Maybe that can help the question. You know, the stronger vibration wins. So the more desire might kill out some of the doubt. Okay, let's see who else we got here. Sig Brown. Wednesday, I went on a tour, including a bus trip. Thursday, I saw a play. Later today, I'm seeing a free movie. Yeah, that's you could put a price on all of that, Sig, and say this week I attracted $120 in free stuff or whatever that might be. Good stuff. Don Boehm says, is it common to give our desires too much attention, slowing manifestation? Oh, he's hanging out with Mike Wise.
He is.
I seem to be getting better results by identifying what I want and then letting it go, and things come to me quickly. Well, you know what letting go means? People say, let it go. The Michael Logier interpretation is let go of the doubt, right? If you let it go completely, that means you're not giving it attention, energy, and focus. So that would be against the law. So I think when people say letting it go, I'd like them to be getting rid of the doubt. So having a strong desire is okay unless it's not a real desire. Oh, I really want one of those. I want more. Well, that's not a desire. That's a negative vibration, showing that you're lacking that. Remember last week's show we talked about, is it okay to want? It's okay to want. It's okay to desire as long as it's not from the whiny place, like the lack place. So I want lots of things. I want speaking engagements all over the world, and I want that. That's what I want. That's my desires. I want more of them. I want more emotion code presentations. I want more speaking engagements. I want more of that, and I can feel that it's a good vibration. So it's not what you want, it's how you feel about what you want. So good coin. Joyce Dent, good morning, Michael and John. Excited to be with you. Margaret Luz is in the house. Good. Who else, John?
Jennifer Towner, hello from Seattle.
Hey, Seattle.
And Norma Zambesco is watching from Southern California. Fires here too, ashes everywhere.
You can see that on the news, Norma. There's lots going on there.
Yeah.
Sylvie Bellini is saying there's 4 seasons in 1 hour in London. 4 seasons. Elaine Carlton's in the house. Yeah, Alan Davidson, I think you're right. He's saying it's probably a strait, spelled S-T-R-A-I-T, between the island and the coast. In your case, Harrow Strait. Well, Davidson, aren't you the Googleite this morning? If you look at the map, Victoria is just maybe 30 minutes from Washington, so I can actually see United States from my place. I can see the top of Washington. And there's a little ferry that goes back and forth. I don't know that it's called Harrow Strait, but I'm not about to argue with Alan Davidson because it sounds like he did his Google on that. Okay, John, what's next?
Elaine Carlton, question. My question is, what is the best way to use my desire statement?
Okay,
Should I read it every day, or what's best?
Okay. Next Wednesday, Elaine, 6 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific. 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern. I'm doing a whole show on the desire statement. Now, the purpose of the desire statement is step number 2. You have to give your desire attention. There's lots of ways you can do that. Maybe you can make a macaroni collage, or maybe a dream board, or maybe you can visualize, or maybe you can pray, or maybe you can do whatever. There's lots of different ways to give it attention. But not everybody likes doing those things. But everybody has words. So I teach people how to do a desire statement, which is a statement about your desire just using words. And the purpose of the desire statement is so you can articulate out loud or in your head, or you can be thinking about what you want. And when you do that, it causes you to include the vibration of it. So the question people ask me is, should I read it every day? Well, you have to check with your vibrational meter reader. Remember, the purpose is to give it attention. So if you're reading it every day, the first little while will be really exciting. And if you get to the point where you say, oh, this is not happening, then stop reading it. It's the same with the dream board. It's fun to do the dream board. It makes you decide what you want. You only cut out the things that you want, use your Martha Stewart glue gun and put it on the wall. And then if you're looking at your dream board and you're feeling doubtful, then get rid of it. It's not working anymore. This is the additive that I've been saying. If it feels good, do it. If it doesn't, don't. So the desire statement's purpose. Now, the real work is on the allowing. So Now, the purpose of the dream board or is the desire statement, give attention. Now, your real work is to notice anything that you're attracting that's in alignment to your desire. Say you want something that has 10 items and you've got 2 of them. Now celebrate that you're attractable, that you say, wow, you know what, I talked to a potential client this week. Boy, they had 2 things. I love when that happens. And in your celebration of the matches, you're including the vibration of the matches as opposed to what's not matching. So again, the desire statement is a way for you to articulate what you desire. It's not an affirmation, because with an affirmation, you are affirming you have it when you don't, which is BS. A desire statement is a statement about what you desire. So join me this coming Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday night. Okay. Alan Davidson said, you mentioned the mitten of Michigan State. Detroit is in the mitten. Okay. Who brought us the term mitten? Charity. Yeah. Charity West talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And thank you very much for the allowing masterclass. Janet Logan's with us.
And Kelly McGlover as well. Good morning.
KMG. Ginevra Shoemaker's in the house. Hello, Ginevra. Nice to see you live with us. We're going to start to wrap up today's class. We're at 9:34. But here's what I'd like to do. Before we hang up and the class today, I'd like to hear from 10 people. Now, I'm going to ask the questions using NLP. I'd like to hear from 10 people. What did you learn today that excited you? What did you learn today that you see yourself using over the next few days? And what did you hear that, really resonated with you? And what did you hear today that made sense for you? Who would be the first person to give me that feedback? Let's take a look and see. Oh, well, not yet, because Helena is saying, Michael, can you talk about the power bar graphic? I find it helpful to hear your explanation of being aware of how many things I'm focusing on. Okay, power bar graphic. Look at that, it's right here. They're not, these are not set up. All my graphics are laid out, and they're right in front of me. So here's the power bar. Oh, who's put some soft shell crab there? Kim Whitner, help from Maryland, 3 soft shell crabs. Such a tease. Okay, focusing. Helena wants to know about the power bar. Here's the power bar. Let's just say that you have 6 units of energy. One of them is in your work. One's in relationships. One of them is your family. One of them is your exercise and health. And 2 of them are draining your energy from things that you don't like. Maybe you're volunteering somewhere. So it's okay to fill up your power bar. But all of these areas are expelling your energy, which is okay. This show and tomorrow, I'm expelling my energy. It's okay to do that. But the question is it replenishing my energy? So you'll see the little cord on there. So there has to be energy coming in to serve all of these things that you decide that you're giving your energy. So the question is, what is your energy plugged into? Is there a relationship that's draining you but not replenishing you? Are you working at a job that's sucking 3 of those plugs? Is it a friendship that's draining you? So again, it's okay to have something that's taking your energy or expelling your energy, but the real question is it getting replenished? And the question to ask yourself is E equals R. Is it effort of that plug? Is it being replaced or returned? So it's effort equals return. I hear people say, oh, I've got this volunteer. I just hate going there. I hate the meetings, on and on and on and on and on. It's like, okay, that's a drain, but it is not, there's no return. I love doing the show and the bro show. They're not drainers in a negative way, but they're taking energy, twice a week. We're on episode number 250. So I'm expelling my energy on the show, but I also have the return because I'm getting my needs met. So, what is your energy plugged into? No judgment, but maybe it's time to let it go. It's okay to say no. You don't have to say yes just because you were asked. Elena, can you write that quote down? You don't, oh yeah, I'll do that. Oh yeah, I'll go there. Oh yeah, no, you don't have to say yes just because you were asked. Okay. Okay, we're getting some feedback. I wanted to hear from 10 people, and it looks like they're responding to that. Oh my God, I just refreshed. There is a lot of chatter going on. Okay, Sig Brown says, I don't want to be debt-free. I want to have enough to buy what I want. And one of the things I want is to pay off my debts. That's very good. Homa Bay, what is the difference between law of attraction and law of resonance? Well, one of them is made up and one of them is real. I don't know what law of resonance is. It's made up, like law of connection. It's not a law. My publisher named it law of connection. So to me, law of connection means there's a rule to connecting. So maybe law of resonance means there's a rule. I never heard of that before. It sounds like an author made it up. Don't quote me on that, but yeah. Kelly Carlton is new. Hey, Kelly Carlton. Ellie Rowe, thanks so much. I'm grateful for your assistance. Good stuff. Okay, John, what else do you see?
Kelly has a comment here. I've stepped away from everyone and everything for 2 years after my husband passed, and I came to changing realizations. Most importantly, choosing me and my authentic self. I have been doing amazing. Found peace. Then I've had 2 strokes now since June 25th, and I'm stuck again. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Well, I don't hear a question in that, so I'm going to give you an answer to a question that you didn't ask. So on my website, hangoutwithmichael.com, I've got 2, underneath the Law of Attraction tab, I've got 2 free Law of Attraction video training from my online school. One of them is called How to Reset My Vibes. So resetting your vibes from positive to negative will cause you to have a more positive vibe, which means you'll attract more positive things. And the next one is about how to use Law of Attraction deliberately. So I think maybe you're here today to understand about how your thoughts are creating your results. And this will be a good exercise for you. So Kelly Carlton, if anybody can help Kelly by posting the link to my I'm new to Law of Attraction, where do I get started? I think it'd be a perfect place for Kelly to start. Thank you and welcome, Kelly. Kelly May Glover says, I love my vibration, and I found the negative people are disappearing. They have to. It'd be against the law because you're not in vibrational harmony with them anymore. The only reason why negative people stick around us is because we lower our vibration to meet them, and that's why they stay. If you hold your vibration high, they'll buck your current. That was B-U-C-K, your current. What else, John?
Gwen Lorena says, thank you. Needed that reminder. Cheers. Barbara Rowing says, letting go can allow.
Okay. Yeah. Kelly says, I fake it till I make it. I don't want my voice to worry. So, Kelly Carlton, your absolute priority today is to watch the How to Reset My Vibe, because that sentence there is full of things that won't serve you. It might sting a bit to hear that, but it's a 30-minute online free course with the workbook, and I bet you'll never say that sentence again. Okay. Alan Davidson, he liked when I said, thanks for the tip about going beyond the date. Imagine what you can do with the abundance. It seems like asking, what would it be like? That's nice. Just daydream. Daydreaming's good. You're not going to daydream about negative things. Say, wow, what would it be like if I could just go into the store and buy that shirt that I wanted that was $100? What would that be like just to pay cash for it? Like, just play in that realm. Okay, John, what else?
Yeah, Sylvia Bellini says, letting go equals letting go of the doubt. Thank you for the clarification. Yeah.
Okay, Kelly, I see you're asking, Kelly Carter, you're asking lots of questions. I'm not going to answer them until you take the class. and then you can ask me anything you want. How's that? Helena liked she can mind her own vibration. She liked a reminder to mind her own vibration. Janet Logan said, I like that I'm attractable. Janet, I want you to write this down. Attractable equals, with the equal sign, attractable equals my ability to attract. And what else, John?
Yeah, Jeremy Sadler. Letting go is releasing anything holding you back and moving on. Indeed, same as letting go of doubt.
Okay, Elaine said here's what she learned. She learned how to use her desire statement and when to stop using the desire statement. Good stuff. Jennifer Townsend said, I learned that I don't need to worry about the critics. That's right. There's critics everywhere. Mind your own vibration. Joyce Dent saying, mind your own vibration. Thank you, Joyce. Who else, John?
Elaine Carlton, I learned how to use my desire statement and when to stop using my desired statement. Thank you.
We love that answer so much, Elaine. We've decided to read it twice.
Oh.
Jennifer Towner, don't put an end date on your desires. Yeah, because then you start calculating that you're not there yet. Ellie Rose said, I'll definitely use the go beyond technique that we taught today. What else?
Lots of comments here, yeah. Natasha Paula Samuel, I learned that you cannot focus too much on your desire.
Okay, Helena gave us the E equals R is the effort being returned. Jeremy Sadler, two things about allowing. The speed is up to you. Second, about desire statements and not needing to actually read them all the time. So as long as you're giving attention and celebrating the matches. That's right, because when you're giving attention to the matches, now you are giving it attention, but in an attractable way. Helena wrote, you don't have to say yes just because you were asked. And two more, John.
Barbara Rowing, you can have an emotional resonance in the body code. Maybe that's referring to the law of resonance.
Fine. Our last one that we're going to read today. Kim Whitner says, letting go is so freeing. Okay, not really. Joyce Dent said attractable is my ability to attract. Kevin said, thank you, Michael. Alan Davidson, he's going to use the going beyond date. Kelly Carson, Kelly Carson, she's here to learn. So you can learn after today's show, Kelly, with that great link that we're going to give you. Okay, John, that is it. You know what we're doing next week, John? Hashtag the same thing. Yeah, we didn't get a lot of body code questions or emotion code questions today, but we did what we did. So we're going to repeat this topic next week because it's freeing, and we got a lot of good questions. And even though we did classes on all of these things, that's why I have all of these, because we did classes. You know, not everybody watched 250 classes except NPS and Sylvia Bellini and Kelly Carson. But most people haven't watched all 250 episodes. So, yeah, bring your questions for us next week. We'd love to answer them. And you have 3 days to take advantage of that 75% off. I think it's $32 US for the online training videos that I did, especially for the training, plus the workbook. And if you're a business person or you want to be a business person, you have sales or you own your own business, I'm teaching the 3-step formula and how to apply it to all areas of your business. John, tell people what we're doing tomorrow at the Bro Show.
Tomorrow, we're going to get a double dose of Michael and I. So tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, we're back just like this. But we're doing the emotion code. And so join us and bring your kids as well. And we're working on your kids. So with your permission, we're going to help your kids with the concerns that they're having or that you're having for them. So if they're little uneasy, unsettled, or starting fires, we're going to do some emotion code with them.
Or maybe they're junk food eaters. Maybe they're drinking too much pop. Maybe they're glued to maybe they have resistance to homework. Maybe they're bad. Maybe they're saucy or they talk back to your parents. So you don't even have to bring your kids if you don't want to. You can just say, listen, I've got a kid and here's the problem. So John and I are going to look for 2 people. We're going to work on both of them tomorrow. We're also going to get updates, hopefully, from the people that we worked on last week. So we want to demonstrate tomorrow how we can connect with your children with your permission and help find out the trapped emotions that are causing them to have that behavior. So make sure you join us. You can find John more about his work at aliveandpure.com. And we both have online calendars. If you want to book a law of attraction coaching session with me, I have three 30-minute coaching session for $300. It's a pretty good deal. I'll also give you lots of homework in between because honestly, I could be teaching you for hours, but I will be coaching you, mentoring you for three 30-minute sessions, and I'll be giving you other resources. So you'll get more than the three 30-minute sessions with me because I'm committed to making sure you get to practice law of attraction fully. Okay, John. So, John, what did you hear today that was helpful or useful?
Yeah, I like to go beyond the date. I don't think I've ever practiced that before, so I'm going to be implementing that right now.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We will see you we'll see you tomorrow. Join us on the Bro Show with your bratty kids. Well, that sounds like a judgment. Okay, just a little bit. Just a little bit. And next week for sure for the Q&A show live here on Michael Loche Fans on Facebook.com. Cheers, everybody. See you later.